Brian Shaw is one of the most accomplished strongman athletes out there by far, having kicked off his career in 2005 and gone on to win major titles like the Arnold Classic and the World's Strongest Man. His success is thanks to his hardcore training and nutrition regimen, and it's something even you can incorporate in your routine. To train at his level, you need a serious setup, which is why Shaw built his own 2,000 square foot gym. "My gym has an intense vibe," Shaw says. He wasn't kidding. Right outside the door are Atlas stones, making it clear this isn't your typical gym. Inside, you'll find the usual equipment like squat racks, benches, and deadlift platforms. But Shaw's gear has a personal touch. For example, he modified his pull-down machine by adding grips at different widths to target various back muscles. And the bar itself is a thick 3 inches in diameter to help boost grip strength. For this guy, the average gym's pull-down bar must feel like a toothpick. His gym also includes custom-made strongman tools, like different-sized beer kegs for event training and circus dumbbells, which are essential for the Arnold Strongman competitions. Every year I have to get a new dumbbell made because the weight keeps increasing with each competition. Then there's the Austrian oak press, which he trains for using replica logs. That being said, strongman events require a lot of technique and can be dangerous if you're not careful. So even Brian wouldn't recommend that anyone other than experts participate. For example, with the log press, you have to lift the log and balance it on your chest before pressing it. It can really mess up your neck if you're not careful. It turns out Shaw's passion for lifting goes way back to his college basketball days at Black Hills State University. While attending on a full scholarship, he discovered his love for the weight room, which ultimately set him on the path to becoming a strongman. Along with his event-specific training, Shaw keeps a normal lifting routine, focusing on compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. "I need to keep my body in top shape, like any other athlete." This, for Brian, compares it to NFL players who don't just train on the field. They hit the gym hard too. But how does he actually train? Well, his weekly training split is a solid mix of intense work and necessary recovery. Monday is leg day, Tuesday focuses on chest, shoulders, and triceps, and Thursday is dedicated to deadlifts and back. He gives himself Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday to rest, with Saturday reserved for event-specific training. When it's time to work on events like the log press, farmer's walk, or Atlas stone lifts, he always warms up with lighter weights to prevent injury before pushing himself with heavier sets. But you can't have all that training and not the diet to go with it. Brian fuels his body with a whopping 10,000 calories per day across 7 meals. I don't think I've had 10,000 in my life. His meals include everything from grass-fed beef to salmon, chicken, and bison, along with pasta, rice, potatoes, fruits, and veggies. He's also careful to measure everything according to his nutritionist's plan, though he can eyeball portions when needed. It is this constant intake that's crucial for staying competitive. Think about it. How can you compete with the best strongman in the world if you don't follow a proper nutrition schedule? And the thing is, he doesn't just focus on calories and protein. He's serious about supplementation too. He believes that keeping your body in a constant state of recovery and growth is key to strength. As he puts it, you can't have a kick-ass workout and then not supply your body with what it needs to repair and grow. His go-to supplements include MHPs, Up Your Mass, Power Pack Pudding, and Dark Matter, although we do not recommend buying these without consulting your doctors. That being said, being the world's strongest man comes with some pretty cool perks. Of course, there's the fame and the fortune, but one of the highlights for Brian Shaw is that he gets to hang out with Arnold. He might just be Arnold's biggest fan, literally. But what about his workout? What does he do? How many reps? How hard is it? Well, to answer your questions, I'll just let you take this in. On Mondays, it's legs. Safety bar squat, sets of 5 to 8, reps of 2 to 5. Good morning, sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. Hammer strength iso leg press, sets of 3 with 8 to 15 reps. On Tuesday, it's shoulders, chest, and triceps. Standing military press, sets of 5 to 8 with 3 to 8 reps. Incline dumbbell press, sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. Close grip bench press, sets of 3, reps of 5 to 8. Cable tricep extensions, sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. On Wednesday, it's rest. On Thursday, deadlift, back. Deadlift sets of 5 to 8, reps 1 to 5. Glute ham raise sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. Lat pull down sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. Seated cable row sets of 3, reps of 8 to 12. Frame shrug sets of 3, reps of 20. Friday is rest again. Saturday is event training. Long press sets of 6, 5 reps. Farmer's walk sets of 5 with 80 feet distance. Atlas stone sets of 2 to 3 with 5 reps. And Sunday is rest. So it's intense. Very intense. Now this may not be the ideal workout for everyone since it's such an advanced level. So we've got something easier but just as effective for you to work with. This plan is centered around compound movements, high repetition, heavy lifting, and pushing yourself to your maximum effort. If you incorporate the right assistance work, the goal for the next 8 weeks is a significant increase in overall strength and muscle size. You might not bulk up immediately, but you'll build a solid foundation of strength, and the real muscle gains will follow as you continue using the strength developed in this program. Strength is the foundation for everything we do, both in the gym and in everyday life. To get bigger, you have to get stronger first. Increasing your 1 rep max, the maximum amount you can lift once, allows you to lift heavier weights for more reps later on. Typically, low reps are associated with building strength, while high reps build size. But you can do both by using heavy weights even with higher reps. Lifting heavy for higher repetitions triggers a large release of growth hormone and boosts testosterone levels naturally. So, which exercises should you be using? Well, first off, the deadlift is a key exercise in this program. Start by positioning your feet under the bar and using a slight hinge at your hips to reach it. Brace your core and engage your lats, then lift the bar up along your legs, pushing your hips forward as the bar clears your knees. Lower the bar back down with control. Another essential movement is the barbell back squat. Position your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart and rest the bar across your shoulder blades. As you squat, keep your knees aligned, and when you hit the bottom of the squat, use the stretch reflex to drive back up. The barbell bench press is also a major component of this routine. On a flat bench, grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width and keep your shoulder blades squeezed together. Lower the bar to your chest with control, then explode upward and slightly back to lock out the lift. For upper body strength, the barbell shoulder press is vital. With your feet either shoulder width apart or staggered for stability, press the barbell overhead while keeping your core braced and lower it back down with control. Incorporating bent over barbell rows is also pretty important for building back strength. With a double overhand grip, hinge at your hips until your torso is slightly above parallel to the floor. Then row the barbell toward your sternum, pausing at the top before lowering it back down. And for a functional strength challenge, try the farmer's walk. Grab a dumbbell in each hand, brace your core, and walk forward, keeping your shoulders engaged. Start with half your max deadlift in each hand and gradually work up to carrying your body weight. Another powerful move is the sledgehammer hit. Swing the sledgehammer behind you and down with controlled force, engaging your hips and bending your knees to complete the movement. Now you need to realize that brute strength requires endurance as well as power. Yeah, it's important to train with heavy weights, but you also need a solid base first. Start with lighter weights and higher reps to perfect your form, as it can break down under heavier loads. Once your form is solid, focus on working in the 5-rep range at 65 to 75% of your max, with short rest periods to build strength endurance. After building this foundation for 6 weeks, you can move on to near maximal weights, doing sets of singles, doubles, or triples with plenty of rest between to recover fully. Follow this routine, and you should be as big as Brian Shaw in no time. Dreaming is free.